Well, back in the late 70s, a lot of predominantly white institutions were kind of, they were a little bit more receptive, to bringing black groups to campus. And so the Alphas and Kappas and Omegas were already here because they had sponsors, they had African Americans that were here on campus. And if they didn't have them, they would select somebody and they would initiate them first and then have them as the chapter sponsor. But I already was a Sigma when I came here. And so when I came full-time employee, that's the first thing I wanted to do was establish a chapter. Had a little bit of resistance at the beginning. We had an old dean who has since passed on, who really wasn't interested in anybody being here. But once you open the door and allow the first group to get here, and he made it difficult for everybody else, so I expected it. But we kept trying, and he wasn't the last word. So we finally got to the person that could make the call. And so initially we supposed to have 5 members, and then they changed the rule, told we had to have 10. So I had to go back and get 5 more. I really went back and got 6 more, and so we ended up with 11. We chartered with 5, but we were recognized with 11. And but I'm a Sigma, and I wanted some Sigmas on campus. I mean, it's as simple as that, really. And I wanted some young men on campus that literally knew, what my organization believed in and knew what our mottos were. And I wanted to work with them and help develop. And so, of course, as African Americans, we made ourselves available to all black students because there were just a handful of us here then. I mean, just a few. But more particularly, I wanted my own group here, and we finally got established, and we've done well over the more than 30 years that we've actually I would say a Sigma to you because I'm a Sigma. And I credit a lot of my successes to be a part of the fact that I am part of a outstanding, caring organization where young men do not necessarily join for the popularity, the pretty boys, the brainy, but they literally join because, in my judgment, it is a very true brotherhood. And I think that that's what we introduced first. And I think some of them, I'm not knocking any of the other organizations, but I've always found a greater brotherhood among Sigma men than I have any of the other organizations, because I think young men join us to be brothers, not to take advantage of whatever the organization may have to offer. I mean, the reputation the organization had. I mean, people join for different reasons, but I think they join Sigma because of the brotherhood. And I can tell that brotherhood when I walk through the student union and all you all are literally sitting there together. It's almost a daily activity. That sends a signal out that you thoroughly enjoy each other's company. Some guys join group organizations and that's it. You may see them with maybe one of the 9 brothers or something like that, but it's not the same camaraderie that I find. So that's the way I've always so said. We are true brothers.
To live this life, oh Sigma strong and Sigma life. We crossed the sands, they were so hard, they burned me deep and down into my bones, held my pride to stay strong.